Inside this vial is one of the deadliest poisons known to man. It's a powerful neurotoxin with the potential to cause an acute disease that, if not treated quickly, can be fatal in 5 to 10% of cases. Hours or days after exposure, you begin to feel fatigue, weakness and vertigo. Your vision blurs, and soon you find it difficult to speak or swallow. Nausea, vomiting and other abdominal symptoms push you towards your bathroom. But little by little, parts of your body stop responding to your attempts to move. Eventually, your respiratory system seizes up, and you can no longer breathe. Oh wait, you're just here to get this toxin injected into your face. Then never mind all that, you'll be just fine. Welcome to Salt Pepper Wisdom, the channel that gives you intriguing stories and fascinating facts. Today, we're taking a look at a very popular poison. The symptoms I was babbling about in the first half of the video was the description of botulism, a disease caused by the botulinum toxin. This toxin is produced by a bacterium called Clostridium botulinum, a spore-producing anaerobic organism commonly found in soil, rivers and seawater. Botulism is typically a foodborne illness found in preserved foods, usually foods that were canned or bottled at home, that were improperly stored or inadequately processed. Have you ever come across a can that was bulging or swollen, or that exploded when you opened it? If you do, don't eat that food. It may contain the botulinum toxin. Even a small bite of contaminated food may be enough to land you in the emergency room. Besides foodborne botulism, the disease can also occur in infants younger than 6 months. While the foodborne illness comes from consuming toxin that has already been produced, infants catch it by coming into contact with C. botulinum spores. Because a baby's immune system is still in development, their bodies can't fight off the bacteria before they colonize the intestines and produce their toxin. Want to know more about how microorganisms interact with infant bodies? Check out our video about the human microbiome, linked in the description. Food can still play a role in infant botulism. Spore-contaminated honey has been linked to a number of cases. Take a look at the label on the honey in your pantry. Parents and caregivers are warned not to feed honey to children under 1 year old. After the first year of life, the immune system is able to put a stop to the growth of C. botulinum before the toxin can be produced. The botulinum toxin is a neurotoxin that interferes with the signals that tell your muscles to contract. It works by blocking the release of neurotransmitters, chemicals that send instructions throughout your nervous system. When left to spread throughout a body unchecked, the toxin will begin causing muscle weakness from the top down. The truly dangerous part is when the paralysis affects the respiratory system. People hospitalized with severe botulism often require mechanical ventilation, sometimes for weeks or even months. They also need an antitoxin administered as quickly as possible. The effects of the botulinum toxin are powerful and long-lasting. That's what got people thinking, what if we could control the amount of toxin and where in the body it goes? Before we get into the ways people use botulinum toxin, we at Salt Pepper Wisdom want to say thank you for watching. If you learned something new today, hit the like button and subscribe for more frequent fun facts. When people started thinking about how they could use the botulinum toxin, they realized it would make for an effective biological weapon. During World War II, the Allies became concerned that Nazi Germany had a stockpile of the toxin with plans to weaponize it. The US even developed a vaccine to protect the troops. Fortunately, the toxin didn't make an appearance on the battlefield, and the vaccine was never administered. The US also studied botulinum toxin to create bioweapons of their own. This is where a scientist named Ed Sanchez enters the picture. While working in the US military's biological weapons program, Sanchez perfected the process of purifying botulinum toxin. A colleague put him in contact with Alan Scott, an ophthalmologist. Sanchez supplied the botulinum and Scott used it to create a drug called oculinum, which was approved in 1989 for the treatment of crossed eyes, as well as twitchy eyelids. a company called Allergan eventually purchased the drug and it was renamed Botox. While Botox is practically a household name, there are other brands including Dysport, Xeomin, Jivu and Taxify. These products contain a purified and heavily diluted form of botulinum neurotoxin type A. Over the years, these botulinum products have been approved to treat a variety of conditions. In patients with muscle spasticity, botulinum can force overactive muscles to relax. For instance, cerebral palsy can make the brain send too many signals to muscles, making them contract way too often. Injecting neurotoxin into those muscles will help them to relax for weeks at a time, providing relief. Botulinum can also be used to treat overactive bladder and urinary incontinence, and some people who suffer from chronic migraine also find it can decrease the frequency of headaches. But Botox's main claim to fame is in cosmetic procedures. In 2002, the FDA approved Botox cosmetic to be used to temporarily improve the appearance of globular lines, or lines between the eyebrows. In the decades since, Botox and other botulinum injectables have been used to relax wrinkles in the face and soften expressions. Pop culture associates Botox with celebrities on the red carpet, but more than 3.6 million men and women had cosmetic botulinum in 2021. That's a big impact for a deadly toxin produced by a single tiny bacterium. Hey, thanks again for tuning in to Salt Pepper Wisdom. Leave us a like and comment below if you know about other medicines with surprising origins. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked what you saw and want to see more videos like it, we'd be honored if you subscribed to our channel. Your support means the world to us, and it helps us to continue creating quality content for you. So, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and join our community today. Thank you for your support, and we hope you'll stay tuned for our next adventure. Goodbye for now, and love to all the Earthlings. Spread kindness, spread wisdom, and be safe.